Yo, Bruce.
What's up, Ed?
It's time to go further beyond.
Even further beyond?
Even further beyond.
Than where we were before?
Yes. We are moving on to the revival of F-Saga. So this continues our series on DB Super discussions. So we are now on season 2. So we are moving past the Battle of the God saga. And we are moving on to see Frieza's golden ass in all of its sparkly glory.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Them cheeks.
Oh, I don't want to.
Them golden cheeks.
Them golden butt. Wow. Them golden butt cheeks. Those sparkly golden purple butt cheeks.
Yep. You know that's what he wants you to look at. All right.
Oh, I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at that. He will want you to look at that just because he's so vain.
Exactly. He's so full of himself. He's so perfect.
And he will go ahead and say it in a very long-winded fashion, like using big words that more than likely the average person will not understand. But he's like, fuck it, no.
Darn you, Frieza, and your big words. Goku punch you.
Like, fuck you and your odious, vile, your odious, vile Saiyan race. My ass is better than yours, but enough about Frieza's ass.
Please.
Let's go ahead and get into talking about this season proper. So, starting, we're going to go episode by episode. This is going to be another podcast or Zcast, something like that.
Zcast.
Something for
I like that.
What, Zcast? Just something for you guys to listen to while you're doing whatever. So, without further ado, let's get down to it. And if we haven't,
episode 15.
And if we haven't already introduced ourselves, I'm Ed.
I'm Bruce.
This is the tag team. So, without further ado, let's get in it. So, episode 15. We're starting off with one of the things I found interesting about this episode was Chi-Chi off the bat said that she spent the 100 million zenny that she got from Goku, whom he got from Hercule. And the first thing that came through my mind was, what the fuck did you spend all that money on? Now,
no clue. Student loans?
Now, granted, she did say that she put some of that money away.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, that's all well and good, but what the fuck else did you spend that money on?
Yeah, remember how I defended her last time?
Yeah, how can you defend that? But also that made me think, how much is Zenny actually worth in this world?
Huh?
Like, is the power of Zenny like how far can a Zenny take you? Because maybe 100 million isn't as much as we think it is. Because in the back of my mind, I just think of it as it's $100 million.
Yeah, US bucks.
So that's why when I heard her say she spent damn near all of that fast, I'm like, okay, you spent $100 million on fucking what? Because I remember there was a point where she brought in like a big thing of food, and I think she exclaimed that's where she spent some of that on. I was like.
Yeah, but that's food though. You
really? Well, food can get expensive depending on what you're buying. Trust me, I know this.
Food can get expensive. It's just,
but like $100 million worth of food, like there's nobody in the world that is that hungry.
No, well. Maybe.
Well, you know what? That actually is a good point. They probably do run through food quicker than the average person. So I never really thought of that. So that's an astute observation, my friend.
But they live in a world where Goten can literally kill a dinosaur. Yeah,
that's another point where Goku and Gohan do have the propensity, and they have shown it several times throughout the series. They could go out and hunt stuff. So I don't see why them eating is a thing. The only thing Chi-Chi needs to do is go ahead and do what she's designed to do, which is stay in the kitchen.
This again?
Yes.
This again?
Yes. Look, Chi-Chi is Chi-Chi, I'm going to continue my campaign of dislike for Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi, what has she done? What has she done, actually?
She made the greatest character of all time. Gohan.
Let me ask you again. What has she done?
Created Gohan.
What has she done outside of that? What has she done outside of being a hole for Goku?
She feeds Goku.
What has she done?
She motivates Goku.
What has she
had the Goku angry at? Wait, that's
what has she? Arc. What has she done of worth? What has she actually contributed?
She died and made Goku angry, and Goku beat up Black for a few seconds, and that's about it.
Oh wow! So she died. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, no, not accepting that.
Yep.
Sorry, Chi-Chi.
Wait, how come Goku didn't have a rage moment when he flat out killed Chi-Chi, turned her to an egg, and never mind?
Because he doesn't care about her as much as he thinks he does. Like, I don't know. I sat down and I thought about this. Like, Chi-Chi versus Bulma. Like, straight up Bulma all day. Every day, 50 Tyson.
Bulma was the ride or die from the beginning.
Like, not only that, but she's actually done things to contribute to the Z Fighters campaign as far as saving the world, actually getting shit done. Like, when I objectively thought about this, it was astounding how much Bulma has helped, how much she has contributed to the Z Fighters versus Chi-Chi.
Also, when you think about it, Chi-Chi kind of ruined Gohan.
Yeah, to a degree. Because she wanted him to keep up with his studies, even in the face of cold, hard logic where there are constantly threats coming towards Earth. But yet the one thing that she wants him to do, at least at that time when he was a kid, was study. And it's like, okay, well, that's all well and good. You want a future for your children. I can get down with that. What parent doesn't want the best for their children? But if there is no Earth here for your child to grow up in, then all that shit goes out the window. So it will be in your best interest to stop being a bitch and let your son train so that he can actually have a future along with the rest of the Earth. Like, I don't know. Like, this is well, I'm getting off into a rant about this, but that is just Chi-Chi is not useful at all. She's just there. She is just there to be a hole for Goku and to cook food and the bitch. That's all. Like, and looking at Bulma, like Bulma.
Okay, he's still going.
Yeah, no, I'm still going. Yeah, you're still. You're gonna just sit here and listen to me rant about this for a minute, because Bulma created the Dragon Radar. She took the bomb out of 16's chest, where if that did go off, now granted, if you look at it from another viewpoint, you can say that really didn't count because that bomb was there and it could have actually saved the world. But at the time, she didn't know. Like, she thought she was actually helping out by taking the bomb out of his chest. She is one of the greatest scientific minds on Earth. At that, she actually helped find the Dragon Balls. Actually, hold the fuck on.
I'm actually going to Google, what did Chi-Chi do?
Yeah, exactly. And anybody out there in the comments, if I'm missing something, feel free to correct me, because as it stands now, Chi-Chi has done very little outside of being a martial artist. She helped train Goten for a little bit, but for the most part, she's just there bitching. That's it. She's bitching and yelling and just being just an annoying character. I do not care for Chi-Chi. Bulma all the way. 2019.
Are you off your soapbox yet?
Oh, I am. Oh yeah, she fucking created the time machine, and she created the time machine juice in which.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Waifu is Bulma. We get it.
Yeah, Bulma's the shit. Now, I defy anybody to tell me exactly what Chi-Chi has done to be useful. Please do. I am all ears, and you could probably look through the internet until you go to the dark part, and you aren't going to find anything.
Well, it looked like I was going to go to the dark part immediately.
If you got to go that far, then you fucked up. And Chi-Chi fucked up. And Chi-Chi is fucked up as a character. Moving on.
Wow, actually, Chi-Chi is actually super underutilized.
Exactly. Fucking exactly. Now, I didn't look at all of Dragon Ball, so it might be things that she did then.
Okay, and I looked at all... I personally watched all of Dragon Ball, and...
Really?
Most she did was... harass Goku from time to time, and she helped out a little bit. She shot lasers from her helmet, and got into this real big fight with Goku, and then which I'm assuming she lost.
Yeah,
that was the one where Goku promised to marry her. Yeah, and then she held him to that. Basically, she was basically his little crush, love interest.
Yeah,
thing, but
yeah, but outside of that, no notable moments. She is there bitching.
Dragon Ball was where she shined. However, in Z, only thing she was good for was getting mad and making sure Gohan went to school.
And getting killed by Boo, because he turned her into an egg and fucking stomped her right in front of him.
He's like, do you like eggs?
I bet even in her egg form, she was still bitching, so...
Hey.
But yeah, that ends my side rant of Bulma versus Chi-Chi, Bulma all day. Once again, if anybody out there can go ahead and find moments in where Chi-Chi was useful, hell, prove me wrong. I am dying to know. Like, I'm really curious to know what has she done of use.
That is actually really bizarre.
Yeah.
The fact that she's not utilized as much, considering she is the main protagonist's wife.
Yeah. Like I said, she's a hole for Goku.
Oh, wow. I'm not agreeing with you.
She is a hole for Goku.
But
she's the pretty lady that lives in Goku's house.
But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad.
But moving on from that, we also go ahead and get to see Videl just
bloom.
Yeah, she's in full pregnant mode, and yeah, I think even hammering the fact home that she's just decombated. She's just went full housewife. Housewives of Dragon Ball Z.
Well, that makes sense considering she's knocked the fuck up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't see her bouncing back to where she used to be. I think that this is just gonna be her role from now on. She's just gonna be Gohan's wife and
that's it.
Wife and Pan's mom.
Well, I think we can blame this on Toriyama just being bad at writing women characters.
It's funny. I remember you saying that in the last discussion that we did, and I'm like, maybe that's the case.
Because every female character he's written so far has just been, in your words, a hole, and relegated to some useless position.
Oh man! Like no female no female Super Saiyans until way the fuck after.
And that might.
And even then, he's like, the fans still didn't really see them as favorable, and I can understand why. And we will go ahead and talk about that when we get to that saga.
Yes.
But that is jumping the gun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So getting back to the revival of F Saga. As far as episode 15 is concerned, like, we also get a shot of Vegeta just standing on a mountain, looking up at it, and just exclaiming, he still wants to surpass Goku, and he's also recapping how Goku got the Super Saiyan God power. And that's also, like, him standing on that mountain was also reminiscent of how he was in Z when 18 kicked his ass, and he thought that Super Saiyan up until that point was the shit, and then she proved him supremely wrong.
He wanted to become a super duper Saiyan,
Hyper Saiyan, Ultra, like he's trying to figure out how to be Ultra Maximum Saiyan.
I need to find a way to surpass this.
Like, wow. And of course, this is part of Vegeta's character. Like, he and along with Goku are naturally going to want to figure out how to do it. But with Vegeta, I think it goes to show, especially later on in the saga, like, he just fucking figured it out.
Yeah.
Like, well, both of them figured it out, but I think he might have figured it out before Goku, especially seeing how... Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially seeing how he got there before Goku did.
Yeah, he was training his God Ki way before Goku.
So he had
with Whis and all.
So he got a fucking major jump. So that's interesting. But going back to episode 15, we also go back to my favorite character in Z, Hercule, just being a fucking glory hog.
Yeah. That's my man.
Like, oh my God, like, just taking credit for defeating Beerus. Like, I'm like, oh my God, why do they continue this? Is that all he's good for? Just being, like you said last video, like, he's pump faking and everybody
loves it.
Everybody is loving his pump fake. Like in his own flashback, and he didn't even get that right. Where he was like, I went Super Satan God. He didn't even get that right, because that wasn't even what God looked like. He couldn't even go ahead and get it right in his own flashback. Fuck Hercule. I still do not like Hercule.
Oh, Hercule's fine.
No, I don't like Hercule. I just don't. Like, he should have died a long time ago.
The thing about Hercule is what I think personally. Mm-hmm. He's the face of the Z fighters. He's like the PR guy. He's the guy that makes sure that they have a good eye in the spotlight.
You know what he serves as far as the series is concerned? He is just a wallet. He's a fucking wallet, because everybody knows the truth. Everybody that's been there for those super world-shaking fights knows the truth.
But your average Joe Blow on the fucking street looking at the Titantron, he doesn't know what's going on.
And he got
Vegeta and Goku and Gohan. None of them motherfuckers are charismatic at all.
Well, they don't really care about that. Like, all they care about is just getting stronger.
Care about that, but I'm just saying.
But it's like say
Earthlings go.
Like Hercule is just seeing opportunity to. He sees opportunity to get famous off of somebody else's hard work.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. The whole reason he's there is to. Oh my god! It's to be a fucking faker, and I just cannot get behind that at all.
He's one of the many joke characters in Dragonball Super.
I was like, come on now, you need to fucking just step back. Step fucking back, Hercule.
Leave Hercule alone.
No, I'm not leaving Hercule alone. I'm lumping him in there with Chi-Chi. You're in the hole.
He's a hole for Goku. Hercule is a hole for Goku.
Hercule is a hole. He's in the hole now. He's in the hole with Chi-Chi.
he's a hole for Goku.
Goku, like Satan is a hole now. Hercule right now is a hole. He has hole status. Anybody that I deem useless is a hole.
He's a hole for Goku to fuck. Oh
god, just get the fuck out of here. That's all he's good for in my eyes. He's a hole. And hell, even in his flashback, like Master Roshi, and I'm glad that he was there, fucking called him out on that. Like, bitch, please.
Yeah, Master Roshi wasn't buying it.
Yeah,
Master Roshi already know the truth.
Yeah, but I'm glad that at least one of the fighters was there to be like a voice of reason, like the actual Z fighters, the one that could actually get something done.
Right.
To say, nah, son, like you might have been there, but you weren't in it. Not like he was.
The season where, wasn't there an episode where a guy straight up, Hercule got recruited to fight a guy, and then was like, oh shit, I need Goku to beat this guy up for me.
That's what happened in this episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We could go ahead and move on into that because
that was actually sad.
Because shortly after he fucking just does his PR like media bullshit, just putting his name out there in the lights even more than it deserves to be. That's when the Thundercat aliens come down.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, the Thundercat aliens came down and said, we want to meet the guy that fucking beat the fucking Lord of Destruction. And he was like, yep, I'm here. Yep, all me. Biggest dick in the world. All me. My dick is godly. I fucked him up.
I turned left. He didn't duck.
Exactly. Matter of fact, when I looked at him and he just ran. Like, fuck it. Well, no, not in this flashback. In this flashback, he made himself to be a lot greater than he was. So I'm like, whatever, dude. So they come in and want to see who did it. And he said he did it, and they want to award him the medal to, like, first of all, they want to make him an ambassador for, I think, their planet. I forgot what the fuck the planet came. I forgot what the fuck the name of the planet was that the Thundercats came from.
Let's just call this planet Leeward.
like Planet Leo. The Thundercats from Planet Leo came down and said, we want you to be the face of our business because you're the shit.
We want you to be the face of our planet.
Yes, and
Beerus came and broke half our planet.
And Hercule, like the fucking glory hog he is, say, yeah, I'll do that. Fuck it, yeah, fucking give me that credit. Give me those space bucks. You got 100 million space dollars. I'll take that. I'll give it to Goku.
Real quick.
Oh man. And after that, like we get the muscular Thundercat. And the whole time, number one, when he was talking about how he went Super Satan God and said that he used that form to beat Beerus, I the whole time wanted somebody to call him out on that. Like, okay, we want to see this form that you used to beat Beerus, to beat the Lord of Destruction, and nobody said it. And the closest that we got was when the muscular Thundercat came in and said, you know what? I'm not buying this shit.
Right.
So therefore, I want to sit down and actually test your strength. I want to see exactly what you did to Beerus, because if you were able to beat that fuck, you should have no problem taking me down. And I'm like, good. Somebody's
calling him out.
Yes, but at that it's a fucking alien. Like, nobody on Earth fucking calls him out.
Nobody.
Like,
that is so weird.
Like, especially if you have as many grandiose claims that he is putting out there. Naturally, at least in my mind, I would think that you will want to see that. I would want to see that. I want to see the shit that you're claiming, but yet nobody called him out because they're too busy being caught up in his hype.
Hey, hype is powerful, man. But
at the same time, you can only fan the hype so much. Like, at some point, I'm gonna want to see it. Like, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to.
No, nothing.
No, yeah, I don't want to see. I don't want to constantly hear you talk about it. And at some point, I'm gonna want to see it. So, yeah, I'm glad that an alien actually called him out on it naturally. So, as we know Hercule to do, he comes up with a fucking excuse because he knows he's gonna have to put up or shut up.
You know, his stomach. He got them stomach problems.
Fuck man. It, man, God, he need to take some Pepto to get over that shit.
Oh no. His stomach hurts. It hurts.
Like, fuck him. You see, and that's another reason. Like, okay, every time you get called out, then you have an excuse. Like, God damn it, dude. Like, at some point, somebody's gonna figure this shit out. Like, the only people that know don't really give a shit about exposing him. But outside of that, there's had to be somebody on Earth who has listened to his shit and has some type of like some drive to be like, okay, show us.
Guess what people will call that person? Guess. Take a wild guess.
I don't fucking know. You tell me.
A conspiracy theorist.
I don't know about that.
Yes, they would be a conspiracy theorist in the world of Dragon Ball.
What by
whether or not Hercule is the truth.
By being the contrarian opinion?
Yes.
Because that person doesn't believe?
Yes.
And everybody else believes?
Yes.
And everybody else believes but doesn't want proof?
Yes.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's like, I'm gonna want to see where you're coming from. If you don't show me all the shit that you're talking about, then fuck you. You aren't shit in my eyes until you show me.
And you're a conspiracy
theorist. Well, I guess I'll just be the one that goes against the grain. I'm the one that the government kills because I don't believe.
That cat man's gonna kill you. The cat president.
So now that Hercule was sitting down thinking, okay, now I got to put up or shut up. How the fuck can I get myself out of this? So he starts calling people, and he calls Gohan first, which I can see because
it's his son-in-law.
Yeah, he's marrying Videl, so he naturally will rely on him for help. So I don't really mind that. And then the second choice, which was him calling Vegeta. Like, why would you think that'll work? Why would Vegeta even give one moniker of a shit about you? Like, I was shocked. Bit. I was shocked when, well, first of all, that implies Vegeta has a cell phone. And like, I can't.
Shut up.
And I don't think Vegeta even knows what a fucking cell phone is.
First of all, I don't know why Vegeta has a cell phone. God damn it.
And I think when anybody wants to contact Vegeta, they just call Capsule Corp because he is Bulma's husband. Yeah. So I think he's like, people just assume he's just hanging around there. So if you want to go ahead and find Vegeta, call Bulma. She knows where he is. But
yeah, that's his Bulma.
But at that, I'm thinking, why would you call Vegeta? What makes you think that he will help you? Like, is he looking back at the Buu saga when they were fighting Majin Buu and he got his ass kicked, or the time where he actually got everybody to go ahead and give Goku their energy? Like, also because of Vegeta helping too with that.
Probably thinking that he probably doesn't know that Vegeta was super against saving him.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, Vegeta was so pissed that Goku saved him.
Even Vegeta thinks that Hercule is a whole. Vegeta thinks Hercule is a whole.
You're just a whole.
like get in the fucking shame hole.
Oh God.
But yeah, Vegeta naturally, like he should, doesn't answer. And at that point, fucking Goku flies over.
Yep. Conveniently, right?
Because I think he broke the tractor and he was flying to get it fixed.
Yeah.
And then Goku naturally sees what was going on, and his fucking Saiyan genes was just tingling like, ooh, oh my god,
fight!
He gets the fight vapor. So
he's like, ooh, I want to see this.
So Hercule naturally takes advantage of Goku, like, god damn it, Goku, god damn it, Hercule. So he calls him down there and says, fuck it, hey, you can fight. I don't need this guy. And then he takes advantage of Goku's propensity to want to punch anything that moves. And of course, Goku is down for it.
And Goku punches him.
Well, yeah, he punches Hercule.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he punched Hercule because he was all set to fight to fight the Thundercat demon or the Thundercat alien, but Chi-Chi somehow came into the picture and then noticed that Goku was there, or she was about to notice that Goku was there.
And Goku's like, holy
And Goku
shit.
wasn't supposed to be there because he was actually supposed to be out doing shit for his job. And that's when Hercule said, okay, I need you to do this. Please do this. Goku said, nah, son. My wife is a lot scarier than you.
My hole is a lot scarier than you.
Yeah, my hole. Like, she's a bigger hole than you. So, I was like, that's what led to something surprising to me, where it was just, hey, punch me, Hercule. Like, knock me out. Just do this. Just do this so that way I could go ahead and have a natural out. I have a fucking cop out to get out of here. And he hits him with the super Megaton Hercule dynamite punch, and that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
when he knocked him out,
and Goku,
and then like he did that and then picked up the tractor. It's like, oh, my tractor, it flew off. Like, oh my god, that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So Hercule finds himself back in the situation he's in, where he needs to find out a way to go ahead and get at the Thundercat demon. And the Thundercat demon was actually a lot more psyched because he thought that was good technique. I was like, oh my, you are definitely not from this planet.
Wait. Hercule is actually a legit martial artist. He probably does have really good technique.
You know what? Yeah, you know what?
He just doesn't have ki.
I did forget about that because he actually did become world champion while they were gone in the Buu saga.
He's a self-made man.
But no. He became world champion when they were gone in the Namek saga.
Yeah, the Namek saga. Yep.
So yeah, I forgot that he is a legit martial artist. So he should have some type of technique.
Like, he's a fearsome human.
Yeah.
Not like he just doesn't have ki. It's just that simple.
It's funny. I'm curious as to how strong he would get if he actually if Master Roshi trained him. Like, how strong could he get? Because well, apparently
his bloodline can pick up the concept of ki very easily because Videl figured it out like that. So if somebody actually took the time and showed him how to control his ki, he could be a decent fighter for a human. Because this is Dragon Ball Super, and Z was the Saiyan show, and Super is just the Goku show. Yeah. So yeah, well, he could be up there. He could be Yamcha.
He could. I would like to think that that as useless as Yamcha has become, that he's still stronger than Hercule.
I'm just saying, if Hercule started training ki,
I don't see Yamcha as a whole, not yet. But he's getting there.
He was in a hole for a long time.
I don't see Yamcha as being a bigger hole as fucking Hercule.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
What happens to their bodies when they're resurrected?
What do you mean?
Yamcha got blown the fuck up, and his body was in a pit. And then he got resurrected by the dragon. Does his original body stay in that pit, or was his body from the pit resurrected and then teleported towards?
Maybe we saw in Z that when he got resurrected, his whole body just came back. So
what about his old body? Was it just decaying there?
I guess it just repaired the damage done to his body.
Vanished. Yeah,
I guess it just repaired the damage done to his body.
I don't know. I'm digressing though.
But yeah, so at this point we see Hercule finally having to face the music of, oh man, I'm about to get fucking super exposed here. And then he kind of grows balls. It's like, you know what? If I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down swinging.
Yep, fuck it.
So he said, you know what? Let's do this. The Thundercat demon, I keep calling him a Thundercat demon. The Thundercat alien, I don't know what fucking race they actually are, but they look like, I don't know, for some reason they remind me of Thundercats. So the Thundercat demon says, fuck it, let's go. We're going to go ahead and fight. Hercule's like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do this.
And then the luck factor kicked in.
Yeah, the luck. God. Hercule's luck stat is just on.
It's so high.
It's so fucking high because at that point, he takes the punch from the Thundercat demon and I knew something was gonna happen. Didn't know what, but fuck it. I was just ready for anything. And he stops, like his punch got weak. And at that point we see a dog that gets into the ring. And at that point I was confused, like what the fuck is going on? And then I think maybe a minute later it came to me that, oh yeah, they're fucking cat aliens. So naturally they will be afraid of dogs. So the man just pieces out. I think Hercule kind of caught wind of what happened, but yet still pump faked as he did something. I'm like, oh my God, like the fucking cycle of lunacy continues with this dude.
Hercule knows how to take advantage of a situation. He knows how to get that credit.
He's a man of opportunity.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, just no Hercule. Still don't like that. Like the man is just, he is just as lucky as any human on that planet can get. He's just in the right place at the right time to take advantage of the right situation. Like, I don't know. Fuck Hercule. I still don't care for him. So going from that, we get to the end of that episode to where we see Chi-Chi and Goten in there eating. And Goku is just on the outside, just looking in like Chi-Chi's treating him like a dog that shit the bed.
Yep.
Because he's outside looking in because he didn't do the thing that Chi-Chi wanted him to do.
Okay.
Like Goku didn't do what Chi-Chi wanted him to do. And he was trying. You got to give him a fucking A for effort. And Goku is just like, dude, take your balls out of your purse and say, look, I fucking tried.
Leave Goku alone. He's a good dad. He's trying anyway.
Well, good dad is a bit of a stretch.
He's trying.
If you want to say that, then you can say Piccolo is a good dad.
Well, Goku's trying to be a good dad now.
Well, at that point, he was trying to actually go ahead and do a job, and Chi-Chi didn't recognize that because she's a bitch. So,
bitch.
Like straight up, she's bitching him about a job that he didn't do. Whereas I think in the beginning of the episode, even though he was sleeping on the job, because I think he was sleeping while the tractor was going, so that's why he needed to fix it. But it's like, look, give him an A for effort. Like he's sitting there just looking from the outside in, looking at his wife and son eat, and he's like, he's looking helpless. I'm like, dude, you fucking hunt shit. You could go ahead and hunt food. You could kill a dinosaur. You could go ahead and knock a pterodactyl out of the sky and eat that.
Teleport.
Like, exactly. Like, you could teleport to Beaumont's. You could say, hey, Chi-Chi's being a bitch. She's not feeding me. Can you fucking slide me a fucking, like, piece of chicken or something?
Or he could teleport in the house, snatch some food, teleport
like,
back.
Dude, like,
you fucking eat it while he's on a tractor.
Like, you got King Kai. You could teleport to other world. It's like, you have options, dude. You have options, my dude, but yet you're not taking them because you're stuck on this one female. Like, God.
Whoa. Are you suggesting he cheat?
I'm not saying he cheats, but like, dude, you have options to at least eat. Like, you don't gotta sleep outside like a fucking animal.
Yeah, he literally could feed his own damn self.
I don't know, like that caught me off guard. Like, dude, you got options, man. You could do better than that. You don't have to take that shit. Come on, I'll feed you. Actually, no, I'm not gonna feed Goku. You eat too much.
He's too much.
Like you're saying, like my budget is only good for one person.
It's not happening.
No, not on my dime. You gonna have to go ahead and fucking. You got to go to fucking Whole Foods and eat there.
Yeah. He's just gonna sit there eating inside.
Exactly. Go ahead and eat Go ahead and go to Mariano's and eat all the hot food that they fucking serve.
Oh no.
But yeah, that episode ended on that note. I'm like, God, dude, Goku, just you got options.
Please, Goku.
Don't let Chi-Chi boss you around like that. You're stronger than her. Man, imagine if Goku just said fuck it, he just started beating on Chi-Chi.
No. That's not always the answer.
Yeah. like Goku just said fuck it and he just called like a whole bunch of domestic abuse cases.
I'm not gonna touch that one.
Yeah, especially since he's a Saiyan, so he can.
I'm not touching
he could do it like if Goku just went dark.
Yep, I'm not touching that one.
Yeah, exactly, because you're a fucking fraidy cat.
Yeah, because no.
You're a fucking fraidy cat. But moving on to episode 16, we actually get a chance to see the old Kais again.
Yep.
And when that episode first came on, I thought that he was actually looking at two chicks fucking. And I'm like, okay, he's basically like the otherworld version of Roshi. So I could kind of see that happening until it was revealed that he's actually looking at two Beatles. He's looking at two Beatles fight. I'm like, oh, okay, that
He's a gambler.
He wasn't even gambling. He was just looking at 2 bugs.
Why?
He's fucking bored. Like, what else is there to do on the world of the Kais except stand there and look out over all of the cosmos?
Yeah, that's true.
So naturally, he needs a hobby. That dude needs a hobby. Like, he's been stuck inside this. Well, I guess for him, since he's been stuck inside the Z sword for so long, I guess anything can be entertainment for him. It's better than being stuck in a sword.
Well, yeah.
The sword that Beerus put him in.
And I suppose that's also his own very personal nature documentary. Like, he's doing his own commentary and everything. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much.
Yeah, I don't know. But we also still go ahead in this episode with Goku still being a lazy farmer, falling asleep on the job, which is actually what I mentioned earlier. But yeah, once again, you got to give Goku an A for effort. He's trying to go ahead and get the job done. So I don't know. It's Goku working. That's something I didn't think would actually be a thing. I thought he was always going to be just he is.
This fighting karate bum, as Chi-Chi puts it.
Well, I guess that's character development. Like, we need Goku doing something, because that was also Chi-Chi's doing as well. Mm-hmm. So we also get a chance to see Krillin show up in this episode too. Yeah. Like, we get to
Police Officer Krillin.
Well, no, this is before they actually showed that, or I think it might have been after. I'm not sure. I think it's after. But we get to see Krillin just visit Goku at his job, and they go ahead and start shooting the shit. And we get to see them just, first of all, Krillin did something that was admittedly foolish on his behalf. He was like, Goku, I want you to hit me God. Goku, I want you to hit me really hard in the face.
Really fucking hard.
I want you to hit me really fucking hard.
And
hardcore.
Goku was like, how hard? Really fucking hard.
Like Krillin was like a fucking sadist. Like, I want you to hit me really. I want to feel the power.
I want to see what a Super Saiyan God punch felt like.
Exactly, because he was flashing back to the times where the times where they were actually training as children. Because
when they were kind of on par with each other.
Yeah, like the good old days when like they were children.
Mattered.
And I think at a brief point, Krillin might have been stronger than Goku in Dragon Ball.
At one brief point. Very brief.
But then again, there were a lot of points where a lot of the characters were stronger than Goku. So it's not a stretch. Hell, Yamcha was stronger than Goku. Yep. Hell, I think Chaozu at one point was stronger than Goku.
Considering the fact that Goku has them weird Saiyan hacks, the fact that Krillin was neck and neck with Goku for so long is kind of a testament to Krillin.
And that goes to this moment where he wants to see how strong Goku is because of them growing up and training side by side. It's like they've come a long way.
Krillin's just should be grateful his head didn't get knocked off his shoulders.
Dude, like fucking he rocked him. Like, what was weird about that was when Goku was trying to reassure to Krillin if that's what he wanted. Like, you sure you want this drama? Because you really want this drama?
Your
because
wife's gonna get mad.
Because I'm about to fucking knock your ass into another nationality. And he was like, yeah, like they were yelling it, like, you want it? Yeah. You want it? Yeah. I want you to hit me really fucking hard in the face. And he fucking does it. And
you can tell he regretted that shit.
Like he hit him right in where his nose would have been. Like that would have like if he had a nose, I would, like if you're looking at real world logic, that would have killed him. Yeah. Like straight up, like that would have did Krillin like Nicolas Cage did that fucking douchebag in Con Air. Yeah. Like just shoved his nose into his brain. Like that's how that would have happened. So Krillin, he fucking got what he wanted. Like he launched him into the sky. Like how if your damage is really high in Super Smash Brothers, like he got launched like that, where he just fucking went off into the stars.
He blasted off again.
Like, oh yeah, that's that is a very accurate. That is a very accurate and astute way to put that. Like he blasted off Team Rocket style. So yeah, like nah, like if I was Krillin, I would have just said, you know what, I take your word for it. You're strong. Like you are stronger than I will ever be.
Just give up, Krillin.
Like fucking. Like, you've been front and center for some of Goku's most iconic fights. Like, do you not think that he will not hit you really fucking hard and that will almost kill you? No, sir.
No, he thought that was a good idea.
Like,
why?
I don't know. Is a lot of people in the Dragon Ball universe aren't smart. No. So, but I think
I still love Krillin.
But yeah, I still love Krillin. Krillin's my main. Well, I'm gonna say my main dude, but he's that dude, like the strongest human being on Earth.
He's my favorite human character.
And this leads to a moment where we like a cute moment between 18 and
Krillin.
Yeah, where. First of all, Krillin is sitting there with all he got from that was like, and it's funny because you saw him get hit in the nose, but he clearly got damage on his jaw. Like how the fuck does that work?
Goku missed.
When he got damage on his jaw and maybe the damage spread. I don't know.
No, maybe it's one of those hack bullshit reasons, like when Goku was fighting Beerus and Goku was angling his punches to where the shockwaves would just cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Maybe he angled it so the force would go into his fucking jaw.
Or if we ask questions like this, the definitive answer is shut up.
Shut up.
Exactly.
The writers deemed it.
Shut up, because we're shut up. Yeah. Let's just shut up. But we get the cute moment between Krillin and his wife where it just shows that they're fucking newlyweds. Mm-hmm. Like she actually kind of enjoyed. She
newlyweds at this point. I think they're not. They are not.
Or maybe it's implied that they're married.
No, they're married, but they're not.
Well, okay, yeah. I got it wrong. Yeah. Yeah, they're married, and we get the cute moment between them. It's funny because
you just see the love in their relationship.
Like she liked taking care of Krillin. That's still an odd couple to a degree for me. It is. And it doesn't seem like they gel. No, they gel because they're different. Yeah, that's probably why they're still together. Yeah, I don't know. I just look at them and I'm glad just compliment each other. Like I'm glad Krillin found somebody, but at the same time, I'm like, wow, like I kind of don't see it. But I guess like that guy who has a girlfriend that's too hot for him. Yeah, but she loves him and he loves her. So yeah, I guess it's one of those things. But either way, I'm glad to see that they do have that bond to where she actually likes kind of taking care of him if things go wrong. Yeah. Because, at the beginning, at the jump, 18 knew Krillin wasn't, like, the strongest motherfucker ever. But it's all about how you treat people. Yeah, like, he actually went out of his way to be sure that they did have a good life in Z. So I can... Like, he got the bomb taken out of their chest. And even though she didn't say it right away, she did appreciate it. So so I guess from there, just, hey, fuck it. Love blooms. Yeah, exactly. Love in unexpected places. Happy for you, Krillin and 18. Keep it up. Oh, God. But I think, okay, but coming... to fictional characters. But coming from that, we get to see Vegeta still standing on that mountain. Like still staring. He's still standing on the mountain. He's been standing there so long, like the dirt has fucking grown up, starting to build up on him. Like he's starting to become part of the earth, and just sitting there thinking the same shit. Like I need to get stronger than Goku. How am I gonna do it? I'm just gonna keep looking at the sky until the answer comes to me. Well, Vegeta does that sometimes. He just stands in one spot and expects to get stronger. Well, he did that in the hyperbolic time chamber, just sat there on fire. Well, he did stuff, but they just showed it off screen. The man stood there on fire and was like, yeah, but that was better than him just standing there becoming part of the earth. Like the earth is just growing around him, and you standing there is not going to get you stronger than Goku. I'm just letting you know that right now. You're going to have to put in work. Well, Goku, especially if he wants to become a Super Saiyan God. Becoming stronger either, so yeah. Well, I don't know. There's shit in Goku's mind that he probably misconstrues for training. Maybe in some twisted part of his mind, he thinks of that as just another challenge. I don't know. Yeah, it's called the domestic challenge. What do you mean domestic challenge? Just him doing anything to feed his family. Well, in that regard, and okay, like I can see that with him, with Goku, that being a challenge. So, hey, how much money can I make in a day? Well, how many cabbages can I pick? Oh my God, that's how many days can I go without Chi-Chi bitching at me for not doing my job? God. There you go, Chi-Chi's bitch. But we get to, after seeing Vegeta sulk, we go back to see Bulma and Whis actually hanging out.
Right?
Yeah, like
right.
You see, and another
and now, but this is when Vegeta finally snaps out of it too.
Yeah, I forgot what. Oh yeah, no, because after he was standing there trying to figure out how to get stronger, that's when he went back, and that's when he saw Whis there hanging out with Bulma. And Bulma, like another thing, Bulma's usefulness is being demonstrated here because she's actually keeping Whis and Beerus happy, because if they're not happy, they could just go ahead and nuke the Earth at any time.
Pretty fucking much.
So another point for Bulma right there. Chi-Chi, what have you done? Moving on.
You sassy motherfucker.
Oh man, but Vegeta takes this time to be like, okay, I'm gonna ask you to train me. And then Whis is kind of like, I don't know,
man.
Like,
I don't know. I don't do shit. I train him. He's like, I'll make you motherfucking sushi.
And at first, when he saw,
wait, is that when Vegeta said he's gonna make him some eggs?
No, this is when he was trying to use eggs and couldn't get the shit right.
Vegeta can't crack eggs
because
he's too strong.
I forgot what he was trying to. He was trying to make Whis something just to try to get in his good graces for him to train him. But yeah, he couldn't.
He couldn't crack an egg.
Well, first of all, how the fuck do you know how to cook? Because this is something I didn't mention in the Battle of Gods arc, was that he was actually cooking. Where the fuck did he learn how to cook from?
Well, I guess you pick up some things here and there.
Yeah, I did.
He's been on Earth for like a decade.
I did briefly think of that. Like maybe Vegeta just looked at the Food Channel. Like he looked at Food Network, saw Guy Fieri, and just said, "Fuck it, I want to be like that guy."
Vegeta's like, I want to go to Flavor Town.
I want to be like that Saiyan. The Saiyan with the hair. He has Saiyan like hair. I want to go ahead and learn like him. Saiyan. Oh my god! But there was another point that There was another point here that I liked, where Vegeta doesn't care who hangs out with Bulma, like at all.
Not at all.
Like it's like Bulma called that out, where she was like, "Oh, are you jealous that this handsome angel alien is hanging out with your budding, beautiful, buxom wife?" And Vegeta was like, "Fuck, I don't care about that shit. I don't give two shits about that. I want to train."
I don't know if that means he has complete security in his relationship.
I don't think,
or he's just ignorant.
Vegeta just, if it has nothing to do with training, like Vegeta, like Bulma could be out there posing on Instagram, thirst trapping people, and he could not give any shit whatsoever. I don't think Vegeta is the type of guy that gets jealous.
No, probably not.
Like
he is technically royalty. Maybe he has this mentality that he's above it all, above those type of petty emotions.
Like if it doesn't have anything to do with training or keeping his family safe, like Bulma could go ahead and fucking get it, like could be cheating on him with Yamcha all he cares.
Because Vegeta's all about self-improvement.
Yeah, like once again, if it doesn't have anything to do with training, he gives no shit. So I think Whis could go ahead and slide into Bulma's DMs and just show him that angel dick and be like,
slide in between.
Hey, look, I know you ain't getting that. I know you ain't getting that attention at home. So why you go ahead and come on.
Let me run in the cheek.
If you want to get with a winner, you better drop that chicken dinner.
Let me get in them. Let me get you a little something.
I want to eat some of that. I want to eat some of that sushi.
Is it really from Japan?
Can I get some of that Jello?
This carpet match the drapes.
Exactly. I mean, I'm an angel. I'm not junkless though. I do have a dick.
I still got my dick. I can show you. It's functional.
Betty can't do it like me. Nope. Betty can't do it like me. No. Oh man. So long story short,
we got distracted.
Yeah, no, like I feel like Bulma, Vegeta could care less if Bulma cheated on him. If it doesn't have anything to do with training, he's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
But
right.
But yeah, like Vegeta had to jump through a lot of hoops just to go ahead and get to
train,
get to train with Whis, and that brought up another interesting point where Whis was like, okay, if you want to train with me, become a god of destruction. Now, I'm not sure if he was joking
or he was
serious, because he actually kind of said it in a way that made it seem like he was serious. Yeah, I'm like,
He might have actually been serious.
Like become a god of destruction, which I can see Vegeta being that.
Me too, honestly.
Like,
if we're going to be perfectly honest, God of Destruction probably suits Vegeta more than any other character.
Like, it's interesting that he proposed Vegeta do that, but I guess like we just said, like Vegeta seems a little more unhinged. So I feel like if anybody would do that, that would be him.
Also, it would help Vegeta out with his with his contemplations of being evil again. To help him get that little release out of him.
Or being more chaotic neutral like he used to be before he just went full good.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I don't know. That was just an interesting proposition for Whis to Vegeta to become a god of destruction. And also we get the reveal here that Whis was Beerus' teacher, which also made Vegeta want to train under him more, which at the time that this was brand new, like I wouldn't expect Whis being Beerus' teacher. Because I think it's implied, and Whis kind of downplays it to where he could be stronger than Beerus.
But we all know that was a pump fake.
I don't know. Like, I think because...
I mean, no.
What?
Where I'm saying the could part. Whis is stronger than Beerus.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Because there were times where, like, there's a lot of shit that...
Like, there's times where Beerus was going batshit and Whis came out of nowhere and knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah. Where he has Ultra Instinct. Like, they also bring up a bit of, like, the beginnings of Ultra Instinct in this season. Like, they don't get into it right away, but he basically just tells Goku and Vegeta, which we'll get into later, that, hey, my body can move independently on its own without me having to think of shit. So, like, this is Ultra Instinct in a nutshell. Like, this is the beginnings of it. So, we get a chance to actually see that, or see the beginnings of that in this season starting. So, at this point, Whis is still not sure of training Vegeta. So that's where we get Goofy Vegeta again, where he's struggling to crack an egg. Like, dude, crack this egg. Treat it like you're handling a child. It couldn't do that.
He's too strong.
He's too strong. Vegeta too strong.
Yeah.
Vegeta too strong. So I think after all that gesturing, after all that shit, like Whis finally says, okay, fine, I'll let you do it. And like didn't go for Goku, surprisingly. But I think it was at that time that Goku was still like on lockdown from Chi-Chi.
Yeah,
like he
was still dicking around.
Like he was I think it was specifically like Chi-Chi had him on lock. Like he wanted him to actually try to go ahead and make an honest run at becoming like a model citizen by actually having a fucking job.
Well, sometimes you gotta do that.
I don't know,
you gotta provide.
But I don't know. Like, what did you think of Vegeta being Goofy here again? Did you like that? Did you like seeing a return of that? Or do you think that was like...
I had fun with the whole concept that Vegeta can't crack eggs. I actually think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because like this guy has these guys have otherworldly strength and powers and abilities. Mm-hmm. So it would be extremely difficult for him to tone it down to the point where he's gentle enough to just simply tap an egg. Mm-hmm. That's all he has to do is just tap it and pull it apart gently. Yeah. But he can't do that because he's so used to being at 100.
Right. Like he like Vegeta can't
go to 0.
Vegeta has no chill. He's always on.
Yeah, he can't bring it down, and that's amazing.
Yeah, because now I remember like
it brought that to me like, wow, if you really were that strong, you probably can't do that.
Well, it showed because Goku slapped Chi-Chi through a house.
Exactly.
Like they're always on.
And then even Beerus, when he was trying to hold back and smack Bulma back, he sent the bitch flying.
No, he knocked her down.
She went flying.
Well, she fell back. Like she went back. She didn't go flying as hard as she could have. That's what made me think that he killed her. Because with I think he's good at kind of regulating his strength because
he's better at regulating his strength than Vegeta. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just using that as an example.
To
distract us.
Yeah, like I think she fell back. Like she didn't go. She didn't just get like slammed through a wall.
Are we talking about movie or the cartoon?
Both.
Because in the cartoon she went flying and Krillin caught her. Well, in the animated series or whatever.
But either way, like he didn't hit her as strong. So
yeah, he didn't hit her
like
that hard.
He didn't go full retard on her to where he could have killed her, because I thought that easily could have killed her, but that didn't. He just knocked her out with a backhand, pimp hand strong on Beerus.
Yep, it's real strong.
But yeah, because now I remember what the hell Vegeta was doing, because he promised Whis the best cuisine in all of the fucking cosmos, or at least as far as Earth. And then we get to the one thing I didn't expect him to pull out, which is fucking cup noodle. He fucking pulled out cup noodle.
He whipped out. Hey, there's an angel in front of you. What do you want to feed him? Some cup noodle.
Like who would have thought that fucking cup noodle would have been the thing that would have rustled Whis' jimmies?
Maybe Jimmy's was already rustled. He was already pumped.
Like, he fucking loved that shit. And to quote what he said in that fucking episode, these noodles feel so good going down the back of my throat. Oh my god, like, hey, he said it. He fucking said it. Like, just straight up cup noodle just going ahead and getting over in Japan. Like, I felt like I was looking at that section in FF15 where the fucking cup noodle quest where what the fuck is it? What the fuck is that guy's name? Oh, Gladiolus.
Gladius.
Like, Gladiolus was just going whole ham on how good cup noodle is, and cup noodle being the thing that Whis just fucking just comes all over himself over.
Well, I guess those were some fast noodles.
I ain't gonna lie, when I saw that, I'm like, man, I can really go for some cup noodle right now.
I could go for some cheap ramen.
I could go for some noodles sliding down the back of my throat right now. Can I get some noodles?
Let me get them
I want to slurp your noodles. Oh yeah. Bruce, can I slurp your noodles?
No.
No. But you promised.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh man, but after that, we said fuck it, you did it. You got me.
You win. See?
Okay. Wow, he did. Okay, we're looking at the clip where Beerus backhanded Bulma, and yeah, he did send her flying.
Yep, she went fucking
sliding. But it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
I know that, but it doesn't make it any better. It's not as bad as it could have been, but you know.
Yeah. But yeah, so because we got what he wanted down the back of his throat, he got that sweet reward.
Oh god.
That's what convinced him to get Vegeta on board to train with him.
And that's it. And then in comes training montage after training montage, and boom, you got a Super Saiyan God. That
didn't happen that fast.
I know it didn't.
But I think cliff notes of it would be, yeah, that's what got him Super Saiyan God. So that's how the episode ended.
Yeah, and this is when this is around the time when everybody started losing their minds, going, "Who's stronger, Vegeta or Goku?" Because Whis dropped the line, "Yeah, Vegeta's about 10% stronger than Goku."
But that I think the scales are always going to tip with those two. Like, we are never going to get a definitive answer as to who's stronger.
Well, that was a definitive answer as of that moment.
But they aren't going to say concrete.
However, Goku has this natural ability.
They aren't going to. Nobody's going to say concrete who's stronger. Like, it's always going to be a back and forth. And they're saying, like,
but for the most part in Super, Vegeta was the strongest.
I would say that, but you could also. I think it's also the thing that it's always going to be we're getting way too far ahead here. We're getting way too far ahead. I was going to
tell you what tipped the scales, and it's one technique. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken.
Yeah. Well, like
that's what made Goku definitively stronger.
Well, we're getting way ahead here. Like, that's way ahead. So let's go ahead and back.
When they were training together, Vegeta was stronger.
Well, let's not focus on that, and let's talk about how Gohan. We get to see Gohan again in this season, and man, he got even wimpier than he did in fucking Battle of Gods.
Fucking right.
Like, they show him in his fucking polo. They showed him in his polo shirt and his fucking trousers.
Oh god,
Like, just like, man, how could they make you any wimpier? That just let me know that, man, the fucking fall from grace. Like imagine Mystic Gohan and then picture this Gohan side by side. Like,
Mystic
God.
Gohan, just body and Majin Buu.
Like,
and then this one.
Like I understand, yes, things are peaceful. I get that. But fuck, dude. Like, when you fall, you fucking fall.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
And then you want to know what's worse? It's even more exaggerated in the Battle of Resurrection of F than Battle of God.
Yeah, like he's a fucking stick.
Like it was already there in the Battle of Gods, but in Resurrection F, it seemed like it got worse.
Oh, we will get into that later on. Like, there are some moments where they fucking just hammer that nail into the fucking wood as far as how far he's fallen from grace.
Yeah, Gohan is way weaker after 7 months.
But we got this introduction to Whippy Gohan, which leads to the introduction of Pan, Baby Pan.
Cute little Pan.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy Baby Pan. Baby Pan was fucking adorable.
Wow. 9 months flew by in those episodes.
Exactly. Like that little girl is so fucking cute. Like, I have no qualms with her at this point at all. She is just a little.
But you hate Chi-Chi. She's like a little Chi-Chi.
Yeah, no, Pan is not a whole. Pan is adorable. Pan is serving to be cute. She's already doing more than Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi ain't cute.
Well, I'm just glad Pan is canon because I actually like the idea of Pan from Dragon Ball GT.
Mm-hmm.
I was just hoping she'd be fucking Super Saiyan or something.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Pan been canon because they had her at the end of
I wonder
the end of Z. Remember?
I wonder with that Super Saiyan God ritual when they pumped all their energy into Goku, did she turn Super Saiyan in her stomach? No. Did she turn Super Saiyan in Vidal's stomach?
I think so.
Could that been the first and only time Pan will ever taste Super Saiyan?
I hope not.
Like, the only time she got a chance to be a Super Saiyan was at a time where she didn't even know what the fuck it was.
We live in a world where I don't want our only female Super Saiyans to be Khalifa and Kale.
Well, once again, we'll talk about them in due time.
I want Pam to have it.
But yeah, like that's an interesting thought. Like, did she go Super Saiyan in her stomach? Like, that's interesting. I never thought about that until now.
Videl looked like she transformed herself in that sequence.
Yeah, Videl also would kind of Saiyan.
Yeah, she was golden.
There was a point where after that transformation was over, like, her hair was still golden. Yeah. So I guess it could be argued that she did go Super Saiyan, even though she's not a Saiyan.
Well, there it is.
Well, she got the power, even though she's not a Saiyan, but she had a Saiyan in her stomach.
It is sad that when a woman's pregnant, she basically has the blood of her husband inside of her. So technically, she probably was Saiyan in that moment.
She's part Saiyan.
Yeah, in that moment, while
she's
Pan
like
was in her,
she's like
Videl was a Saiyan.
She's like 1/8 Saiyan.
Yeah,
exactly. She's the fraction of Saiyan that will never get any power.
If according to that theory, Videl was Saiyan then. She got a taste what it was like to be a Saiyan.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We get our introduction to Baby Pan in this episode, and Hercule and Gohan just. If this child was
when they were fighting over her love,
like if Pan was just like a regular kid, like they were just tossing her in the air like a fucking basketball. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, just whoopsie daisy, like up and down, up and down. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I think Gohan actually brought that up in the episode to where she is a Saiyan, and Saiyans are used to being rough. They're used to being handled roughly. So when I thought about that, I'm like, yeah, that's a good cop out for that.
Got stabbed right out the gate.
But it's like, man, but if that was any other kid, like that kid would have got fucking like shaken baby syndrome from that shit. Like,
oh yeah, that kid's neck would have been broken.
So yeah, like I just found that odd up until that point where Gohan was like, yeah, she is a Saiyan, so she can handle this shit. But I'm like, yeah, like I wouldn't have done it with my child. Like, you're not gonna toss your baby girl up and down like that. That's fucking bad parenting.
No. Anybody in the real world would be foolish to do that.
And once again, going for my campaign of hate for Chi-Chi, she starts dictating.
Oh God.
She starts dictating to Gohan and then Videl how they should raise their kid. I'm like, bitch, like, why you dictated to them how they should raise their kid?
Why are you so mean?
Like, what the fuck? What the fuck does that have to do with you? You have a son.
You hate slice of life Chi-Chi.
Like, you have a son. Go focus on your kid. You do you. We'll do us. Like, come the fuck on.
She already ruined Gohan, so they can't let her ruin another character.
I wouldn't say she ruined Gohan, but that just got me to like, where do you get off with that? Like, why do you feel like now I can see you having an opinion, but at the end of the day, it's not your kid. Like, it's their kid. They want to raise it how they want to, then that's their decision.
Because
don't come
G-mom.
don't come in here and think you're gonna start riding roughshod and telling everybody what to do.
That's what some grandparents are like, though.
Like, come on now.
They like to think they're still calling shots.
Worry about the kid that you got, not try to go ahead and be somebody else's parent or you got one at home.
Yeah, but that's how grandparents are.
Yeah.
They think they're in control. They're not.
Yeah. Also, I think in this episode we get the introduction to non-bowl cut Bulma. I did not like bowl cut Bulma. I like this version of Bulma, like her kind of like sexy cowgirl look with the red bandana around her neck. I like that Bulma more versus bowl cut Bulma.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Bulma has the most different designs than any other characters in Z.
Yeah, she has the most versatility to her looks. Like, she's always trying to experiment, which I like that. Like, she doesn't have that Simpson syndrome where everybody just needs to be the same and thinks that that's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I guess it also really insinuates that she's actually rich and she can afford to change her look once in a while. Mm-hmm. So,
and going back to what was going on in this episode, where I think because Hercule and Gohan were disagreeing with Chi-Chi as to how like they were gonna go ahead and raise Pan, that she locks them in a room.
Who?
She puts them in a room and locks them in there and keeps them in there off of some petty bullshit, saying that if you don't raise Pan the way I want you to, you can't come out of this room. Because I think
that was a dick move.
Because I think it was Hercule in there, it was Krillin in there. Eventually Goku, I forgot how Goku wound up being in there, but he got in there, and all of them just locked in this room because of her, and just straight up said, nope. If you're not going to go ahead and raise Pan the way I want you to raise her, you don't come out of this room. I'm like, okay. Now, Chi-Chi, I want you to sit down and think about something.
Oh, God.
Do you not realize that the men that you have in this room, even Hercule to the degree, you are locking the strongest men on the planet in this room? You have Goku in there. You have Gohan in there. You have Krillin in there. You have Hercule in there. But those three, do you think that a fucking bunch of boxes is gonna keep? Now, you can look at me like that all you want, but you cannot deny that a bunch of boxes is gonna keep them in a room. Like, they're just staying in there just to stay in there, but if they wanted to get out, they could.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid. Like, what the fuck? That proves how dumb she is.
She's not dumb enough to think that'll honestly work. They just respect her.
Oh God! Respect can only get you so far. fuck her. The only and that comes to a point to where Bulma let it slip that Vegeta is off planet training with Whis, and then Goku just fucking burst through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah, I mean, where's Vegeta?
Like, straight up, like, yeah, exactly. Like, you think you're gonna hold that back? Like that, you're gonna hold that tower of power back? Like, no. Like, naturally so, Goku just said, fuck it.
This shit, I'm going with Vegeta.
Like, I want to go where Vegeta is. I cannot let Vegeta get ahead of me. Yep. So I think Whis was still there at that time too, because I think Bulma was still out to lunch with him, and I'm trying to remember, like, was Whis still there? I'm not sure. But either way, I know this leads to Goku just like stalking Whis, because I think Whis actually agreed to train Goku, and this was in Whis' wheelhouse because he was going to do that already.
All right.
So that leads to another thing to where you saw all the shit that Vegeta had to do in order to get Whis to train him. And yeah, all Goku had to do was be like, pretty please. It was like, okay. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Fucking wow.
But Goku's more of an agreeable person than Vegeta, though. So it's easier for Goku to get his way. Vegeta's kind of like...
I get like
uptight.
It's like, I guess that was like Whis trying to... But then again, like, I think Vegeta did that on his own, though.
Yeah, I think Vegeta did that on his own, and Whis was already on board.
Like, Vegeta was like... he needed to sweeten the pot, so he was like, okay, I need to do this. I need to kind of go ahead and get inside your pants and rub and rustle your jimmies the right way in order to get this done. So
what do you need slid down your throat?
Oh god, not this ramen. but you can call it that if you want to, if it helps.
You can call it ramen all you like.
So this leads to Goku just being super thirsty with Whis, just fucking stalking him anywhere, anywhere and everywhere. Just, are you gonna train me now? Are you gonna train me now? How about now? Now? First he was doing that to Bulma. Because he was just stalking Bulma, since Bulma was the only way that he could actually get in contact with Whis, because she's the one that was feeding him. Mm-hmm. So it was like, hey, is Whis here now? Is he here now? Like, just any and everywhere. Like I think she was on a toilet at one point.
And Goku just popped in there.
Hey, is he here yet?
Oh god.
I'm pretty sure that was a deleted scene where like she like I was about to say like she was like he popped in on her and Vegeta fucking. But I was like, no, because Vegeta wasn't there. So he just popped in on her, but she was like masturbating to some shit. or masturbating to like pictures of Vegeta.
Why?
Like just doing that. I was like, hey, is he here yet? Is he here yet? It was like, and then at that point she hands off a cell phone to Goku. It was like, here, fuck it.
Call him.
No, I'll call you when he's here.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what
I'll call you when he's here. Stop fucking stalking me. And when that happens, that's when he starts doing that same annoying shit to Whis. Like, hey, are you gonna leave yet? Are we gonna leave? It's like, I swear, if you do not shut the fuck up, I am going to leave you on this planet and leave you with the fact that Vegeta is currently with me and Beerus getting stronger. Do you want that, Goku? No, shut the fuck up and let me eat. Oh. Whis didn't put it that aggressively, but
no, he did not.
But he's
Whis has a way of telling you something and you knowing he's serious.
Yeah,
without actually being
like because at that point, like Whis is strong as fuck. Like he can go ahead and. Do you think Whis can blow up the Earth?
Why not?
Like he is stronger than Beerus, but he doesn't. He has the propensity to do it.
Yeah, but why? Like, he can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean he will do it.
Yeah.
Now, probably because he's an angel, he won't do it unless, he was told to do it.
But then again, that's not his thing. Like, that's Beerus' thing. But but I am curious to ask if he can.
He can. He probably won't for the most part because he's an angel.
Yeah.
Angels don't go around blowing up planets and shit.
Yeah. But I don't know. That was just an interesting thought as to if he could. Well, he could, but he just won't because it's not his thing.
Like I said, if he knocked out Beerus, he one-shotted Beerus at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a guy who can one-shot Beerus. I'm pretty sure he can destroy a planet.
Yeah. So Whis, of course, agrees to Goku leaving with him, and like to a point to where I think Chi-Chi somehow like caught wind of it, like her fucking nose just sniffed out Goku and came to him and said, no, you're not leaving. You're gonna stay here and you're gonna be a domesticated husband just like I want you to. You have no nuts. You're gonna stay here and get this done. You're gonna be a dad. You're gonna be a grandpa. And Goku was like,
how well that work out?
Like, nah, son. Goku was like, fuck it. I am who I am. Like, I don't claim to be perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna latch on to Whis and just leave. And then at that point, Chi-Chi got mad and then instantly turned around. Like, I think Chi-Chi's bipolar.
Really?
It's like she was going through all this shit, getting mad at Goku.
And then suddenly she was cool with it.
Like, she was getting mad at Goku, then got cool with it. Like, well, I guess that's just how he is. We go through this shit all the time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and accept it. So if you knew this shit was gonna happen, why did you go through all this? Why did you get your own blood pressure up to do all of this if you knew Goku was like this? This is in his genes. He's a Saiyan. He's gonna want to fight regardless. You can't stop that. This is what happens when you try to change a man. You can't change him, especially as Saiyan. You need to accept him.
You're just on your soapbox today.
Hey, well, this is just, I don't know. These episodes really brought out the worst in Chi-Chi. I'm like, God, fuck Chi-Chi.
Yeah, she could be a much better character. Unfortunately, she's not.
Yeah, but either way, that's how the episode ends. We finally get Whis to fucking just get the training of Goku done. So we move on to the next episode where we get Goku on planet with Vegeta, and you see Vegeta wearing his pink apron.
Yeah.
And in the back of my mind, I was like, man, I wish that apron said "Bad Man" on it. I really wanted it to say "Bad Man," because then we get into them training, or I guess quote unquote training, or doing chores on the planet by changing Beerus's sheets. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that is so fucking stupid. Like, how is that training? Like changing his sheets. Is it training to not die? Because if he wakes up early, he's just gonna kill them. Like,
now that I don't know. It's just busy work.
Yeah,
it's just busy.
That's like some Karate Kid-esque levels of training.
I was thinking the same thing.
Like,
I just didn't want to drop Karate Kid.
It's like except they aren't painting fences and washing cars.
Yeah.
Like, they're just doing this stupid shit. And then after all the bullshit goes away, then that's when we says, fuck it. I'm gonna start training you proper. I'm gonna start training you proper. That's when we go ahead and get Goku's new clothes. And I don't know, what did you think of his new gi?
Didn't really care for it.
And
it doesn't look that much different.
I like the classic. Like, I'm a sucker for the classic. I like the old school Goku, but I like that look. But
I don't like most of the art style of Super anyway, so I'm probably the worst person to ask.
Well, it was like, but just like the uniform that Whis gives Goku in general. Like, what did you think of that?
I hated it.
I didn't particularly care for it. It's all right, but like I said before, I like the old school uniform.
Yeah.
So it was one point in I guess the quote unquote training that Whis was giving them where he was making them cut a whole field of grass with just like a little sickle. like it was a giant ass field of grass, and it was like, here, use this sickle that's about the size of like a kitchen knife and mow this yard. Like, that's bogus.
Damn it, Whis, what are you doing?
Like, oh my, that was fucked up. Like, I couldn't get behind that. I don't care how fucking extensive the training is. Like, that was just busy work.
They're learning how to be godly.
What the fuck do you care about what the fuck do you care about long hair on a planet? Like, does fucking Whis or Beerus really care about that?
Yes, they do.
Whatever. Like, I don't buy that shit for a sec. I think that was just one of those things where he was just making them do dumb shit just to sit there and laugh at it. Like, I'm gonna make them cut this grass with this butter knife.
That is a possibility.
Like, he was just doing it just because he just wanted to troll them.
Yeah.
But after all of that,
yes. Now shave my pubes.
Oh my! Trust me, it's worth it.
You'll become a god.
Oh yeah.
You want to become a god, don't you?
Then do it. Cut my balls.
Whoa. Wait.
Well, cut my ball hair.
No. Stick with it. Cut my balls.
Shave my nuts. Shave these angelic nuts until they're smooth as eggs.
Smooth as eggs.
But after all of that, we finally get Whis training them proper. Like, no more bullshit. We get to actually see them training properly. So, like I think you saw the training sequence with like the weights where he was making them
they had to hold them weights at the awkward position. And then walk and the floors fading behind them. And
then Vegeta was like, because Goku, that was the first time that he did it, but Vegeta was doing that the whole time. And then Vegeta was like, I'm about to show you how big this Saiyan dick is, and Whis was like, Nope, you're not. Nope. I'm going
to increase your weight, Vegeta, because you're used to it.
Exactly. You thought that you were actually going to go ahead and show Goku a thing or two. Nope. I got to make you guys on par. Exactly. Actually, less than that, because he made Vegeta weaker because he gave him a heavier weight. So he was like, nope, you can't do it. You're going to go ahead and bow down to Goku once again.
No, Vegeta was actually used to those weights, so he's like, you know what?
Like to the point where there was
that's where the community was like, okay, Vegeta's definitely stronger than Goku at this point.
Like to the point where I think he was using. There was a point where after that day where they trained, he was using those weights to. He was training with those weights after Goku was sleeping.
Yeah.
He was like, "Fuck you! I'm not gonna let you get ahead of me. If I'm gonna go ahead and stay ahead, I gotta stay on the grind."
Yeah,
like I gotta stay on.
Yeah, because Vegeta's an idiot and doesn't know the concept that his body needs rest.
Yeah,
he doesn't seem to get that his body needs.
But I think Vegeta now, now that he has a master, like his flaws are getting pointed out a lot more. Like, and that actually goes into part of the training with Whis in general, which was him actually pointing out what Vegeta and Goku's specific flaws were, as far as Goku being too loose as far as his fighting style is concerned. Like he lets his guard down too much.
Yeah,
and Vegeta being
too uptight.
Yeah, he's too uptight. Like straight up, like we said, like you walk around with a chip on your shoulder. Like if you don't learn how to fucking relax, you will never get fuck getting stronger. Like you won't even get stronger than Goku. You won't get stronger in general. Like you're just gonna go ahead. Like you're just gonna go ahead and be spinning your wheels. So get right with that. And yeah, saying that to Vegeta is like talking to a wall. Like you could say that, but
Vegeta's been uptight for 40 years.
Like it's hard to fucking break that habit when you've been at it for that long. Especially now that Vegeta has to adhere to a structure because he has a master, so he has to go ahead and get used to things that he's not used to.
Well, I don't know we don't know what Vegeta been through when he was younger.
As far as like having a master, now,
like a sensei type.
I don't think he ever had one. I think it was because, especially when he was born of Vegeta, because he had such a high power level that maybe he felt
they let him do what he wanted.
Like he was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go off," because Vegeta never really had a style.
Somebody had to teach him.
I don't think he never really had a style. I think he just picked it up. Like he was just strong. He just did it. Like he was just using power. Like he was like kind of using brawler tactics.
I guess.
Because look at everybody they fought. Like how did Frieza? Like Frieza never trained, but he was fighting them.
Yeah.
So I think he was just, I just have power, and as long as I have this power, I can go ahead and punch the fuck out of you.
Number is bigger than yours.
Exactly. Like I don't really need a style. I don't need to go ahead and get good at fighting. I could just go ahead and just do this and pick it up as I go. So this is Vegeta's first real master. So I think that's the thing I feel like he's getting used to, is like having an actual master and having to adhere to the rules of somebody else.
Maybe.
That's how I see it. I could be wrong.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's a possibility.
Yeah. And also we get exposed to Champa in this arc real early.
Right.
Yeah, I did not expect to see him until the Universe 6, Universe 7 arc.
No, I knew he did a cameo.
Yeah, I don't know. I was even looking back at this because first of all, they never showed him in the movie, so that was filler.
Yeah,
that was just straight up filler.
It was filler,
but but it's funny because they were setting up for things to come. Is like you really weren't expecting all of Super to just be this recap. Like I like how they put that little nugget in there to be like, okay, we have new stuff. Just
not a lot of it.
Like just bear with us here. We have stuff for you.
It's not going to be animated well. So
we also, following this, we actually get the introduction to Frieza for the first time.
About time.
Yeah, and this actually brings up an interesting point. When Frieza was resurrected, when they resurrected Frieza.
Okay, now I know.
Like
I think it was a real ass pull reason to how he got resurrected, wasn't it? Like
when his minions brought him back with the Dragon Balls, like Shinra straight up said, if you bring him back, he's gonna be in the same, like his soul is his body's gonna be in the same state it was when he died. And they showed a flashback to him getting cut up by Trunks. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's weird. That's weird because
Yamcha got blown up and you brought him back.
So I think
Chaozu as well.
Yeah, like so how the fuck did Krillin got blown up on Namek? So how does that happen?
Chaozu and Krillin were chunks.
Yeah, like so you can't bring him back in the state that he was when he died. Like, and he was still alive when they brought him back. Yeah. Like his eye was blinking at the dude because also, going back to how they got the Dragon Balls, like fucking Pilaf and his gang still don't care for them, collected them. Then Frieza's goons just G-snatched them shits from him and said, look, we're taking these. Fuck you. If you don't want to die, get the fuck out of our way and let us make this wish.
Right.
And then they got the Dragon Balls, made the wish. And it was at one point where Pilaf picked up Frieza's eye and it was blinking at him. Like, so Frieza is aware of this. Frieza is cognitive of the fact that he's still Chunks. Like, that was odd as fuck. Like, how the fuck does that happen?
The fact that he's Chunks and Pink Mist.
And they were able to bring him back on the ship. Like, they fucking stuffed him into a fucking garbage pail and brought him on the ship.
Like, well, I better collect Frieza.
Like, their fucking regen chambers are next level. Like, better than the shit they had on Namek. Because they were able to regen him from, like, full-on just chunks and molecules. And that's another thing. How the fuck were they even sure that they got every part of him back? Like, was it like, if they even missed, like, one little bit, would he not be able to get put back together? Or did you just need, like, enough?
I have no clue.
Yeah, like just the it was that entire sequence that just made me think like that's fucking weird.
It was fucking weird. It made no sense.
So I don't know. That whole sequence of him just getting brought back is weird, just due to the fact of you got cut up. How the fuck could you get brought back from that? But we know what we said earlier. If we ask questions, shut up.
Yep, shut up.
How did he get brought back? Shut up. That's why.
Shut up. Don't worry about it.
But
Toriyama wanted him back. He's back.
But after that, we get to seeing. First of all, we get to his minions being in the ship and just basically saying. First of all, Frieza still has a hate boner for Goku. Straight the fuck up.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like that's his thing of I want to kill the fuck that killed me. Like straight up. And his minions basically bringing up that, that's all well and good. We're not going to go against your wishes, but he's strong as fuck now.
You might want to train or something.
Yeah. So like, because I think specifically one of his minions brought up that, Goku defeat Majin Buu, one of the two guys that you were warned to never ever go against, which was Majin Buu and Frieza and Beerus. So like, if this motherfucker beat Majin Buu and he also went toe-to-toe to Beerus, I need to go ahead and get my weight up.
And Frieza knew exactly how, apparently.
Yeah, he just fucking trained with Tagoma, who also winds up becoming a major player later on in the fucking series as being
Captain fucking Ginyu.
Yeah, like just like
how? Well, it's they explained it and it's still dumb.
Like, it's like, first of all, Ginyu just being there. Like, I don't like.
He technically didn't die, so
yeah, like he got transported to Earth as a fucking frog, and I don't really care for Ginyu. Like he had his time. Like he had his time. I mean, yeah, he's comedic relief, but I still feel like he should have come and gone.
Dragon Ball Super is just a compilation of references to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So it's not surprising that he's there.
Yeah.
It really is not surprising.
Yeah. I don't know, because I guess it's just like, I feel like it's like they're banking off the strength of nostalgia.
Yeah.
You're like, they're like, hey, remember this guy? Hey, remember this guy? The thing that you like? Hey, well, we're bringing this back.
That's what Super really is them cashing in on nostalgia. Like, hey, remember this?
Yeah.
Hey, remember about this?
Hey, remember? Hey, King Kai, remember him? Hey, that guy was nice.
Remember Pilaf?
Love us.
Yeah. And that's how they're hooking in the classic fans and everything and trying to make things new.
Yeah. Trying
to refresh things.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's super bizarre and it's kind of lazy.
Yeah, I don't like. I think that was the only thing that was really keeping like the little nuggets of, hey, remember this thing happening? Well, it was a reason for that, and we were recapping it. Did you like that? Did you like it? Are you fangasming yet? But yeah, we get to. Because also we go back to Goku and Vegeta training on Whis' planet, and we also get like a little glimpse of Super Saiyan Blue.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. Like, they're getting used to it. They're getting stronger, folks.
That was when they were in the hyperbolic time cloud.
Yeah,
right?
that moment happened before they got into the cloud, and then we was like, okay, you're starting to get it. Now I'm finna go ahead and just throw you into the hyperbolic time fog.
Good luck.
Yeah, bye. And this whole time, that's when Frieza said, "Yep, I'm ready for my coming out party again on Earth." Like, you have not had good times on Earth, dude. So I can see how you going there at this point is making you a lot more gung-ho than you're used to.
Yeah.
Because now you have a shiny new form that you're just ready to show off. And I want to go ahead and show it off in the most grandiose way possible. So he and all of his goons, just in all of their CGI glory, come filing out of the ship.
Right.
Just straight up and just said, fuck it. We're about to go ahead and do this. And all the Z fighters said, fuck it. We got to go ahead and hold off. We're once again in a position where we're waiting for Goku and Vegeta because they're the only ones that can handle this. But this brings up a point which I am so glad, and they did the same thing in the movie where the Z fighters actually have something to do.
Right.
Like, they don't have to worry.
They're not just standing there waiting for Goku.
Right. They aren't useless.
Well, they are,
but they actually have enemies for them to fight. Like, they aren't just standing on the sideline. They aren't standing on the sidelines and making this like the Saiyan show. Like, they're actually of fucking use here. So I really enjoyed that.
Which is kind of a running theme with Super.
Like, they're
making the side characters useful.
Yes, they're finally doing something with them, and I fucking love this for that. Like, they're actually giving them love. It's about fucking time. And also, with the Z Fighters coming to the fray, we get the debut of Tracksuit Gohan. In all of his green glory, like Roshi, I think it was either Roshi or Piccolo that asked, "Well, where's your fighting gi?" He was like, "I lost it." Oh, fucking Gohan! Gohan?
Piccolo didn't teach Gohan the clothes beam?
No, that's not canon. Like, Gohan, are you becoming a hole too? Gohan, don't become a hole, Please don't become a hole like Chi-Chi and Hercule. So I think it was at that point where, like, the Gohan just becoming weaker and how far he fell was just brought to the forefront, where I think Roshi was like, "So, have you been keeping up with the training?" I was like, "Yeah, kind of, sort of." Yeah, I mean, I could still be useful. And I forgot who asked him this, where it was like, "Hey, can you turn Super Saiyan?" I was like, maybe. Like, really, dude? Really?
It's been like a year.
Like,
or two.
God,
I forgot how to transform.
Like, Vegeta brought up something like this in Kai, to where he straight up told Gohan, "Look, just because we have moments of peace doesn't mean this is a time when you need to get soft. Because in case something like this happens, you at least have the strength and the know-how and the confidence to be able to go ahead and fight and not have to worry about being a fucking punk ass."
Yeah.
Like, Gohan was a punk ass at this point. He even said it himself, because all the Z fighters wound up fighting them, just like in the fucking movie. They all wind up getting some hits in, and then Tagoma comes out,
and then he bodies Gohan.
This was after Ginyu took him over.
Yeah, I know.
Like, this is after Ginyu took him over, and that also leads to, like, this leads to a bit of dialogue of Tagoma, because Tagoma, when they were scanning powers after the Z fighters took out Frieza's men, it was like, oh God, that guy's the truth. Like, how much of the truth? Like, they brought up, he's so much of the truth that Gohan brought it up to where he said straight up, this guy is stronger. This guy is as strong as me when I was on top of my game. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, so you're telling me that this guy is Mystic Gohan level, like,
right off the bat.
Like, I'm like, fuck off. Like, that is straight up filler. Like, that nowhere that was not mentioned in the movie. Like, I refuse to believe that.
Yeah.
Like that fucked with me. Like, fuck off.
It's one of those bullshit one-off lines to just gas up the villain.
Like that got me, because it was stated that because of the training that Tagoma did with Frieza, that he was stronger than the entire Ginyu Force together. And then when Ginyu took over his body, that Ginyu's, like, because he, like, Ginyu recapped that he knew Gohan and Krillin, like he fought them on Namek. Right. And he also fought Vegeta. So it was stated that because he also had that battle knowledge, that it made him stronger. That made him stronger. It's like, okay, I guess, but it's like,
wait, battle knowledge made him stronger?
No, it's like, because like he still had, I'm not sure like how much battle knowledge. I'm not even sure if Tagoma was a brawler. We don't know anything about his backstory, but we do know Ginyu's backstory. Because he was part of the Ginyu Force. He fucking fought straight up with Krillin and Gohan and Vegeta, and prior to that, and Goku.
Right.
Like, he had battle knowledge. So I think it was stated there that because of all the battle experience that he had, along with Tagoma's power, that's what made him stronger. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that put him up there to being as strong as Mystic Gohan. I'm like, fuck that. You said it, but I don't believe it. That's filler. That's straight up filler.
It's actually just bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's straight up bullshit.
It's just bullshit.
Like, I refuse to believe that. I don't want to give that any more fucking spotlight than it did, because that was garbage.
Moving on.
So moving on. Yeah, Tagoma bodies Gohan, and first of all, Tagoma rips off Piccolo's arm before Ginyu took him over. Like, that's the only gore in this show. We're just gonna rip off Piccolo's arm.
Yep.
Because that's the only thing we can do.
Because why not?
And then that's when Ginyu comes in and fucking takes over Tagoma's body. And then he fucking bodies Gohan. And Gohan says the obvious, I'm so weak.
Wow.
You think?
Wow. How? Okay.
Like, oh, wow. Not training for all that time to where you actually would have been able to use it at this point. Like, that would have came in handy? You don't say. Like, he just fucking got fucking rocked until he went Super Saiyan. I was like, well, I'm glad to know that you can fucking do that. So great. And then that's when Frieza jumped in and said, nah, son. I know exactly who you are. Like, I remember that. I remember your bowl cut form from a long time ago. Yeah. So also there is another little thing I forgot to mention was when all the Z fighters were fighting Frieza's goons, there was a point where they all just went in and just did like their signature attacks. Like Tien did his Tri-Beam, Gohan did his Kamehameha, and Piccolo did his thing. Everybody did their signature attack except Gohan. Because Gohan,
his attack signature,
I think
Masenko. Yeah, but he adopted the Kamehameha so well.
But I don't know, but everybody was doing their thing, and then they just showed Gohan just shooting generic Vegeta ki blast. Like, so have you forgotten your training that much? Have you gotten like you can't even remember like your own attacks, so you can only just shoot regular ki blast?
Everybody's sitting there, Gohan, this has never worked. Stop.
Please don't. Like, you saw what Vegeta did with Cell, and you know where that got him. So after this point, Frieza just said, fuck it, I want in on his action. And he just started treating Gohan like Piccolo, just actually worse than Piccolo.
Yeah.
Because he was shooting holes through him.
Through who, Gohan?
Yeah, just shooting holes through Gohan. Just fucking just relishing in that shit.
Yeah, Gohan had that coming.
Also, we forgot to mention, Gotenks was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
He hit Tagoma in the balls. He hit Tagoma in the balls. And he would have been real useful in that fight if he actually was there to fuse beforehand. But as soon as he got there, like I think like maybe a couple of minutes after he got there, they unfused, because that's when he started talking. Well, that's when they started talking shit to Frieza. Yeah,
Gotenks is like one of the most useless characters to be introduced, honestly.
I like Gotenks.
Despite being able to fuse and turn Super Saiyan 3.
Mm-hmm.
Super fucking useless.
Now that's funny, like I think that Super Saiyan 3 form would have been useful there. Like he would have been like the strongest fighter that they could offer the order to help them. Which brings up another point. Majin Buu would have been great there.
Would have, but
like the trend of Majin Buu, like I would have loved to have seen him in that fight, but of course he had to be sleeping because why the fuck not? Because I think the
plot conveniences.
Because I'm thinking like he probably would have been broken.
Yeah, he would have.
He would have been super broken.
Yeah.
Like why else would you have him set out that fight?
Like how he had to sit out in the Tournament of Power,
which we'll get to for sure, and in the universe in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 arc. Yeah. But yeah, fuck it. Gohan just straight up gets bodied by Frieza. Can't do shit. Hell, even early on in that fight, when Bulma was like, "Can you do anything?" Gohan was like, "No, nope,
not today.
I can't beat him.
Maybe tomorrow.
Not even then.
We'll try in a month.
Not even the next day. Not even a year from now.
Oh, man.
Can't beat him." So after Frieza just gets done fucking him up and lands the killing blow, Piccolo does what Piccolo do, sacrifices himself. And Gohan at that point goes back to the pity party, just throwing a pity party for himself. Like, if I wasn't so weak, if I just kept up my training, Piccolo wouldn't have a giant, like, blazing hole in his chest right now. It's like, understatement of the year.
No shit.
Also, guess what? Frieza has horns. Like, dude, you fucked up. We get it. You fucked up. You don't have to keep saying it. So at that point, Gohan just straight up sends out a fucking SOS to everyone, and he sends out an SOS to Goku because Bulma finally said, "You know what? Get Goku and Vegeta down here right now. Yep. We need them. We need them. We need them right the fuck now. Not yesterday. Not after CSI. Now." So Gohan finally just damn near puts himself on the verge of blowing himself up to do this, and they finally get it. And that's what brings Goku and Vegeta down, and when
they commence to just winning.
And that's when we get into the fight. Like anybody that's seen the movie, like we know what happens here, but they like the Goku Vegeta and Frieza fight. They really bring on the filler.
Right.
Like I think the worst the filler gets with that fight in general was leading up to Frieza's transformation, because Frieza was doing so much posturing and so much gesturing to where, look, we get it. We know you're holding something back. We know you're super powerful. Everybody knows it. The people who saw the movie know it. Like, just fucking get it over with. Like, that was filler at its worst. Like, I didn't get down with that.
Yeah,
but
I kind of figured it'd be that.
But one thing that got me about that fight was how strong are Goku and Vegeta's base forms at this point?
Now that's a good question, because they've been doing nothing but training in their base form.
Yeah, because we did say that they could have relied on Super Saiyan when they were training, but they didn't. Nope. Like they just said, like he was trying to get them to understand that if you want to get your subsequent form stronger, your base form needs to be stronger. Yep. So I'm damn curious if anybody knows, hell, feel free to leave it in the comments of how strong are Vegeta and Goku's base forms at this point, because he was able to go ahead and take on Frieza in his base form pretty even. Mm-hmm. So I'm just curious about that overall. But yeah, we get to the fight. We get to see Goku turn Super Saiyan Blue. We finally get to see Frieza turn Golden. And at least at this point, Goku, Frieza, and Vegeta's forms aren't perfected. Like they still are brand new. Like they just got them.
Yeah.
So, but even at that, like Frieza was still stronger than Goku. Now, I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, Frieza was definitely stronger than Goku at this point.
Yeah.
However, since Goku trained in his base form so much, he had more stamina.
It's not even that. Well, it was the fact that, like, as the fight went on, like Frieza's power was draining.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Goku had more stamina in his blue form than Frieza had in his golden form. Frieza couldn't sustain that level of power for that long.
Well, I don't know. I think Goku was just waiting it out. Like he saw that. Like, and the funny thing is, at that point in the fight where people were noticing that, everybody noticed that, but Goku was the slowest one to figure that out.
No, Goku figured it out.
No, he figured it out, but he was the last one to figure it out.
Really? That's what they said?
You know, like Whis found it out, Beerus found it out, and Vegeta found it out. Like he was the last one to find that out. But when he found it out, that's when he said, okay, now this is just going to be like a battle of attrition. Like I need to just kind of outlast him up until the point where I feel like I could go ahead and start doing some damage.
Right.
So that's what happened. Because Vegeta was trying to get in and be like, okay, I see what's happening here. I want to fight him now. Goku was like, nah, son, I want to do this. And that's when, oh yeah, we can't forget about the point where Vegeta was trolling Frieza with the clapping.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Oh yeah, good job, Lord Frieza. You did such a great job. Oh my God. Oh my God, your power. Oh my God, you're back in One Piece, even though my son fucked you up. Good job on that shit." And Frieza's like, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking troll." Yeah. And Vegeta was like, "Okay, get on with the show." So yeah, we get to see Goku and Frieza do their thing. Hell, Beerus and Whis showed up and just said, "Hey, we want to see them do this." And Bulma was like, "Are you going to help?" Beerus was like, "Nope. Why should I? I'm not a savior of Earth. I'm just here to eat. Right? Like, I'm here to eat shit. I'm here to eat shit and just enjoy the show.
We're just watching."
Exactly. Also, what did you think of Jocko? We never talked about him.
Jocko, is that the
Jocko the patrolman? Yeah.
Patrolman. Don't think much of him. He's the filler character.
Because I'm not sure. Like Bulma, like he and
which side is this mic on activated on? Left and right or front?
Left and right.
Because it's coming up weird.
It's fine. But like Bulma and Jocko were talking at one point, and I was like, where do you know each other from? I don't think that was ever stated. You might wait. No, he wasn't. Was he in Battle of Gods?
No.
So that's just, I don't know. Unless that was something I overlooked, I don't know how they know each other.
He popped up just looking for Frieza, I guess.
I think so. I think this was Jocko's first introduction, but yet Bulma still kind of knows him. Or he knows Bulma. I don't know.
I think he was just crushing on Bulma.
You know what? No, I think she seeked him out because there was a part early on in the series in this season where he landed at Capsule Corp's compound. Okay. And I think he was looking for her specifically. Okay. So somewhere along that line, that's where they first met. But yeah, I was trying to figure out how the fuck did they wind up knowing each other. But either way, we get to the fight. Finally, Goku just says, "You know what? Now you're ready to get your ass kicked, Frieza," because he was at the point where he finally ran out of power, and then proceeded to punk Frieza. Also, this series is worse by default because there is no 1-inch punch. Oh. There is no 1-inch punch anywhere to be found in this season. Fuck.
Well, if they did have the 1-inch punch, they'd have just found a way to make the animation shitty.
I'm about to say they didn't do the 1-inch punch because it would have cost money. They didn't have the budget to do a 1-inch punch.
Yeah, because this is where the fights just lost all their impact because it wasn't properly animated.
Like we mentioned before when we did the discussion for Battle of Gods, the movies do it better. Yeah. But I still want to go ahead and do my due diligence along with Bruce.
You can see where they cut corners and everything.
Yeah, we wanted to see exactly how they remix it.
It's not terrible, but you can tell it was real bad, and there was a lot of stiff bodies and floatiness.
And on that note, the part where Goku lets his guard down after he says, "You know what, Frieza, you're not a threat anymore." He was gonna just say fuck it and let him go when his minions shot him, because there was a point where I think in the movie they show his commander shoot Goku. Yeah. But in this series, they show him and then it just cuts to Goku getting a laser through his chest. I'm like, wait, that was shot in a way to where I thought, is there a frame of animation missing?
Yes,
there was a scene missing.
It was censored.
It looked like there was a scene, they showed the laser through him, but I feel like there was a scene missing between them. Why that look lazy?
It's not lazy. It's literally called censored.
No, I think
because guns are illegal in Japan.
That just looked weird.
You can't put that on a Saturday morning kid show.
I mean, they still show Goku getting shot through the chest, so why wasn't that censored?
Because guns are illegal in Japan.
So at that point, why would they even show Goku getting shot then?
because lasers are fine. It's just the fact that he got shot
so what
with a gun.
So what are you saying? They didn't want him. They don't want to see him getting shot with a laser gun.
They don't want to show guns shooting people on a Saturday.
At that point, they might as well. At that point, they might as well just. They might as well just cut that part out altogether.
They could have, but
then
that would have compromised everything.
But they like what made Goku fall?
A laser beam.
Okay, where'd it come from?
Don't worry about it.
Shut up.
He was off guard. Shut up.
Fucking, I don't know, like Bulma shot him.
Yeah, exactly.
Jocko shot him.
Bulma shot him out of the bush.
Jocko shot him because he thought he was a threat.
Yep. He thought he was black. Oh, okay.
But and then we get to finally see Vegeta step in. Because there was a point earlier in that fight where Whis was like, hey, if Goku and Vegeta actually fought together, they will actually win.
Easily.
But because of their pride, I'm like, nah, we can't do that. We want to go ahead and do this the hard way because this is how we are.
Yeah.
So we finally get a chance to go ahead and see Vegeta just fucking raffle stomp Frieza. And I fucking love that.
It's lovely seeing Vegeta win.
Like this, that had to have been therapy for Vegeta,
right?
Like
he just released all his demons right there.
The guy that had kept him under bondage for so long, so many years, all the bullshit that he went through, seeing Frieza kill his dad, put him into slavery, the guy that killed his dad made him work for him for all those years. He had
single-handedly obliterated
nuke this planet. Like, yeah, that was cathartic for him. And there was one bit of filler that it didn't show up. I have it written down somewhere where
I'm about to go through my notes.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of shit wrote. There's a whole bunch of shit I wrote down, but it was this part where it was filler. But what the fuck? What'd he do?
Take your time.
Yeah, sorry, folks.
Take your time. Look through it.
No, actually, no. This is before the Frieza part where when Vegeta killed Ginyu. Mm-hmm. Like he just straight up just smoked his ass.
When Vegeta smacked that beam that Frieza shot at him and blew up his buddy. Oh
no! When Vegeta killed Ginyu, right.
Because Vegeta's the master of the close-up body blast.
Yes,
Vegeta loves running up to a motherfucker, putting his hand on their chest and just blowing.
He was just talking shit about how he just loved just seeing Ginyu as a frog, and then before Ginyu could even get any more words out, he just said, "Bah!"
Done.
Done. That old school Vegeta of kill first, talk later, just wrecked his ass.
Sometimes Savage Vegeta just comes out.
I love Savage Vegeta. That
comes out.
And we saw that coming out with the fight between him and Frieza when he turned blue, just straight up throwing them hands on Frieza all the way through.
And he's just sitting there, Goku's not the only one who can do Kakarot.
Part of this fight was actually a super for him in Fighter Z. And I thought that was something that came later on in the series when he fought Black, because there was a point where he was just throwing a series of punches, he was just pummeling,
like a combination,
like he was just knocking, just punching Frieza down into the fucking earth. And that's actually a super for him in Fighter Z in his blue form. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I did not know that.
That's cool.
So we finally get to the point, and this is a point of contention for everybody, where he was about to kill Frieza, and Frieza was like, nope, I'm just gonna blow up the earth.
I'm gonna blow up the plane. And then good old time traveling hacks.
And
Goku steals the kill.
That was bullshit. I feel like that Vegeta should have been the one to get that kill.
Me too.
I think the vast majority of people think that Vegeta should have got that kill because he was the one that deserved it out of everyone.
But Akira Toriyama and everybody at Toei gotta fucking suck that Goku dick.
Yeah, we pulled out his Deus Ex Machina by rewinding time and just said it
has to be the Goku show.
I mean, at that point, now that you saw what happened, it was Goku needs to do this. he needs to go ahead and get the job done. Cause he dropped his guard and that got him fucked up. So that's basically, we did the fucking Superman 3 thing of, if you weren't good enough to do it the first time, fuck it, you don't get a do-over. Like, and he got a fucking do-over and got the shit done. And I ain't gonna lie, like, Goku sounded damn near demonic when he was firing a Kamehameha at fucking Frieza.
What, they had all the voice,
like all that voice
shit.
Like I don't even think he said. I don't even. What the fuck? I'm sorry. We got like this Family Guy going on in the background. We just saw something real gross.
This TV is distracting. We should have cut it off.
Yeah, but we managed to do well. But yeah, that was bullshit. Like Vegeta should have got the kill on him. Like he needed that. But yeah, Goku got the kill.
And that's it.
Like Goku got the kill. Everything goes back to normal. Like I'm pretty sure I already know your opinion on this fight because this commentary is getting long in the tooth. So we're just gonna wrap this up. Like, what did you think of? Well, I already know what you thought of the fight. Like the fight was just meh. We already know what happens, but it was done worse.
Yeah, it was done way worse. My final thoughts on the fight.
Mm-hmm.
The series did it way worse, of course.
Yeah.
And I would rather keep the movie version of the fight pure, but
yeah,
you know, we had to get this watered down, half baked, half cocked ass fight from Super.
We also do get a little
disappointing.
We also do get a little thing from Gohan at the end of the series where once again he reiterates that he's weak.
Training.
It's like, yeah, we know Gohan, you suck.
However, you know, for what it was,
but yet
the fight was all right.
Yeah. There was one moment where we were gonna see Gohan do something badass earlier in that fight where it was the red dude that had him in a like in a bear hug, and he thought he was gonna fuck Gohan's shit up, and then Gohan was no selling. I was like, he's like that Chinese, he was like that little Japanese dude in the episode of The Simpsons where they were fighting the Yakuza on their front yard.
Standing there.
It's like we're about to see Gohan do something cool, like, and then as soon as you're about to see that, that's when
the camera pans away.
No, that's when he got shot through the hole. Like Tagoma shot a hole through his minion and Gohan. I was like, well, that's out the window. Shit, fuck it. I just waste that moment. What would have been? But yeah, we get to see Gohan just say, "Fuck it, I'm a shit ass. I'm about to go ahead and get trained by Piccolo. Will you train me?" And Piccolo was like, "Yeah, why not?"
And now, with this series arc wrapping up, we can go right to the more interesting stuff.
Yes, we can finally get to go into the new stuff. The Universe 6 versus Universe 7. Yeah. That'll be interesting because we have a lot of stuff to talk about there. Like,
boy, we can talk about Hit being the new Goku rival.
Possibly.
Right before he got the X.
But yeah, this has been a long fucking discussion. I did not expect it to go this long, but it was a lot to get out of the way. So for anybody that stuck around this long, thank you. Hey, you guys fucking rock for sticking around and listening to us be just fucking idiots about Dragon Ball. So without further ado, we shall go ahead and cut it here, and we will see you guys in the next DB discussion for Super, which is covering the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 arc. So until then, this is Ed and Bruce
signing out.
Hey, we're out. Good night, everybody.